All right, this is APBC calculus. We're doing midterm review. This is multiple choice question 14, which is a calculator multiple choice, as the answers would indicate. So you're given f prime of x equals sine of the quantity pi e to the x all over 2, and you're told f of 0, you're asked f of 2. This is absolutely a first fundamental theorem of calculus question. Anytime you see this, that's what that is. So if you integrate f prime of x from a 0, because that's the x value I know, to a 2, because that's the x value one I want, I get f of 2, which is the quantity I want, minus f of 0, which is a quantity that is known, right, because I was given that value. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make my calculator do this. My calculator can do definite integrals. Even if it's an integral you could do, which by the way it's not, because look at the answers, you shouldn't do it. So I'm going to put y1 in my calculator as that sine of pi e to the x over 2. So sine of pi e to the x over 2. I'm going to do function integrate y1 with respect to x from 0 to 2. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to add this guy to the other side so that I can just add, and I'm just going to put a plus 1 because I know that's what f of 0 is. So plus 1 because that's what I was given f of 0 was. So I'm going to type that whole thing in my calculator. Interestingly enough, if I were a betting person, they're going to put the answer that happens if you forgot that plus 1. So basically, if you forget to add 1, like maybe it's D, maybe the right answer is E, but you get D if you forget to add 1, not an accident. Maybe the right answer is C, but if you forgot to add the 1, you would come up with A when you integrate. It's not an accident that they're going to put the answer you get if you forget to add that 1. So just be aware. So let's go ahead and go to my y1, right? Make sure you're in radian mode always, but I just checked that on the last question I did for your videos, so I'm not worried about it. Pi e to the x divided by 2. And then I'm going to quit out of this. I'm going to do math 9, which is function integrate. Oh, I hate when it's in calc type. Okay, so mine looks like this normally, but this one you literally just type in what you want to integrate, right? So you're going to integrate from 0 to 2. I'm going to go to vars over to y-vars and pick y1, and then I'm doing it with respect to x. I much prefer the old school calculator notations, but it is what it is. And I get that, right? But that is because I forgot to add the plus 1. So I could either add plus 1 now, or I could have gone back up and recognized I wanted to add plus 1. But notice, so it's not an accident that this answer is going to show up. They're not dumb. They're going to put the answer that you get if you forget to add the plus 1. Because, you know, it's logical. I would do the same thing if I were writing the test. So there you go. And again, depending if you have math print or if you have the classic mode of your calculator, it might look like this. It might look like a regular integral. Either way, math 9.